Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Moviecast episode 657. I'm Ken. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gast, joined by Mike Sneedy,
What's up?
Corey Feinside,
Oh, I'm choking over here.
and Tony Korkodakis.
My job is beach.
Beach. Lifeguard? No. Nothing like that.
I can't save anybody.
Welcome, everybody, listeners and viewers, to 657 of the Moviecast. We are live on Twitch Tuesday night starting 8 o'clock. Please join us live. See these fun chats. Chat with us. Send us questions right on the air. If you missed us the live shows, we're always there on YouTube the following day on Wednesdays. We usually post around noon for the first episode, 1 o'clock for the next one, roughly, depending on our schedules. But always check for that. Subscribe. Then you get notified the second that we go live on Twitch and when we post on YouTube. So, once again, as you may have heard in the introductions, a little movie came out that dominated the box office. Actually, it was a great box office, but Barbie came out and wow,
Broke records.
shocked the world. Shocked the world. $162 million domestic. I think it's 350 worldwide already. On I believe I can say on its way to maybe probably a billion, depending on holds, I guess. But
It's breaking
Pretty likely,
records.
pretty likely.
I think
It's
it
very
like
likely-
the best Monday for Warner Brothers ever.
yeah, the thing for this and what I'm reading from everybody, and also from just feedback from people I've talked to, it's multiple viewings. Like they want to go see this again and again. It was Tony, you saw it, right? Corey, did you see it? Okay. Tony, you saw it. I didn't see your message, by the way, until tonight. For some reason, my phone's been weird. But yeah, I mean, I saw it too. I thought it was fantastic. I have to say that for me, I felt like the beginning was like, okay, where's this going? And then when it found its footing, I was like, oh god, this is excellent. Wow,
Yeah.
this is incredible. And then this movie is just so good, and the finale so good. I don't want to give anything up. Just I enjoyed it quite a bit. Probably, it's up there with one of the best movies of the year. It's up there without a doubt. It's
for sure.
There's been some great movies this year, so I don't know where it's gonna fall exactly, but for me, it's up there. Tony, what about you?
Yeah, it was really fantastic. Saw it Saturday night, and the movie theater was pretty crowded. I think everything except like the first two rows was filled in. We're pink, had to represent, but a lot of people were wearing pink. Even in the surrounding area, you could just tell when somebody went or came from seeing Barbie. It was really funny, but the movie was very enjoyable. A little bit of a slow start, kind of just a slow burn, which is not anything bad or anything, but just to follow up on your thoughts, Jim, where it's just like, okay, like it's kind of setting things up and stuff like that, but once it gets going, it gets going. And Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling, thank you. Both did a fantastic job with their parts.
Simeon Liu.
Simeon Liu too, yeah, absolutely. Love seeing him again.
Excellent job.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, the humor was really good. There was a range of it. Obviously, they had like the low hanging fruit and some higher hanging fruit.
Yeah, I mean, I will say a miss for them has been the fact that there's none of the toys. They didn't bring out any figures that were from this movie, really, and I think that's a huge miss.
I think that is a big miss too. I don't think Mattel really had faith in it, but obviously,
I don't know.
I guarantee you, this holiday season we will see a resurgence of classic Barbie toys if they can make it at this point in time. But very short order, we'll see.
But yeah, it was great. I mean,
it was awesome. I would definitely recommend people to see it. It's an underserved audience for sure, amidst a glut of 18 to 30 male-year-old demographic. A lot of people getting butt hurt online because of it, and it's like, okay.
There's there's some moments in there you're just like I thought I would loved it, but I could see some offensive.
I want to say one of the jokes so bad, but
alpha bros, alpha bro offensive. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, I just love I just that finale for me is so memorable that I just.
And I love. You gotta have a movie that has like a good start, like, and then like builds up to something, and then pays it off. Because
really
you have
does.
those, like, you definitely have those movies like, oh, the first half of this movie is so good, and then just
to be not giving any spoilers clearly, but like just to be vague, like this in my mind, I'm watching this movie and I'm enjoying the middle, and I'm like, man, I don't think they're gonna stick this land. I just don't think they're gonna stick this landing. Like this is just too off the wall. And then like, nope, they did a great job. They did a fantastic job doing it.
Yeah, Michael Cera too. Great job
Michael
for his
Cera,
supporting.
Alan.
Yeah. I didn't even know that was a thing, but I was just like, okay, we'll go with this. But good to see him on the big screen again. So yeah, and then one thing I do want to say, without spoiling anything, obviously, but I really feel like the advertising, obviously, the marketing department did a great job, but the way the scenes that they showed from the movie didn't give things away. Where I feel like a lot of movies these days, like you see the trailer, like, okay, well, I know what's happening. Like I can fill in the blanks.
Right. I've basically seen the movie.
Right. But this, no, I would say this one
It's great.
Was good in that regard. So
yeah, it was like I said, #1 movie, 162 million. Let me
bailing Warner Brothers out this year, maybe.
Oh,
maybe.
Definitely. I mean, it's gonna do $1 billion. I just can't see it not. Especially with the length that they're expecting this with legs on it.
Now the question is, how many DC movies is this going to surpass combined?
DC, well,
the
you
last
DC
4?
And Marvel at this point.
The last 5? Well, no, I mean Guardians did 800 million, so
yeah, no, that's impressive. I will say that Disney and Disney is hurting too, so it's like
no, I know, but I mean it's Warner Brothers. This is direct comparison.
Warner needed this. Warner needed a win.
This is their only win this year. This is the only win they have this year.
And luckily they struck it. Like this is going to be a big win.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big win because the budget wise compared to what it's going to make, it's going to be incredible. Oppenheimer #2 at 82.4 million. This was record-setting box office for the most amount. Like these two movies added together, like it's record-setting for what they did at the box office this weekend. It was. Everything I've seen has been, it's almost like a double feature for people. It's Oppenheimer and Barbie, quite a bit. Barbenheimer. I didn't get to see Oppenheimer, unfortunately. I knew I mentioned it on the podcast last week. I didn't think with the way it worked with my time schedule it was going to work. But I want to see this so badly. It looks great. And 82.4, excellent opening for this movie. They were looking at 70, I think, originally, but
what's funny is I think this movie got boosted by Barbie for sure. I mean, the social media, people were running rampant. I mean, it was just like a couple years ago when you had Animal Crossing and Doom Eternal coming out on the same day. People were mishmashing that online and just kind of took off. And now companies are trying to manufacture this themselves. Apparently, the next Saw movie and Paw Patrol are coming out on the same day. So one of the two companies is trying to get Saw Patrol trending on Twitter, and it's like, you cannot artificially do this. Like,
no, it has to be public done. Yeah,
it has to be done by people.
Yeah, I mean, I do wonder if creativity-wise, studios will look at releasing movies differently. Like Mission Impossible, for instance, was sandwiched and it got trounced because of its
that's what
time.
it is. You look at June. I mean, June was a bloodbath. I mean, if any of those movies moved to August, maybe. I mean, probably. One or two of them might have done better, but I mean, like they all cannibalized each other.
I mean, this hit with multiple audiences on both sides. They did such a great job at the box office. So like you can release two good movies at the same time, but it's a matter of, I guess, how they balance each other. Maybe I don't know.
The thing is, see which one has the legs. I feel like Oppenheimer probably will fall off a lot quicker.
Oh, absolutely, Oppenheimer's gonna fall. I mean, it's R-rated to begin with,
right? And it's long.
And it's long,
3
right?
hours.
And how often do I have to say that? 3 hours is not a good rewatchable movie in the movie theaters. Barbie's the perfect length. I think is like just under 2. Just under 2, yeah.
Hey, by the way, I gotta say, for those going to AMC theaters, and I don't know if this was the way it was for everybody, but for me, I had no Dolby Cinema intro anymore, thank God. I had I only had 10 minutes of trailers, which was bizarre, because it's always 20 minutes. Always 20 minutes of trailers.
Right, Corey? Told you, 20 minutes, always.
It's always 20. This was only 10.
At least.
Yeah, this was only 10, and it cut the Dolby Cinema thing. And then for some reason, the audience was cheering for Nicole Kidman's AMC
intro
thing. Yeah, I was like, well, whatever. It was they were looking to have fun. You could see.
I mean, some people were excited to be back in the movie theater.
The audience was very lively for me on Wednesday. We saw it on a sneak preview for it on Wednesday night.
People are gonna be jazzed.
Yeah, it was. The only thing I didn't do was get the Barbie figures at the theater.
They had figures?
Yeah, they did. They had a collectible convertible car and Barbie, which I found out you can just buy anyways from Target, but not the car.
Oh,
so that's all right. got the Barbie because we took I took my stepdaughter. She's 10. Movie is it's right there for the age wise in my opinion for her. But she loved it. Like absolutely is not. There's jokes for the adults in this movie like crazy.
Beach off.
Yeah, that beach off. That's right. They talk about anatomy as they talked about the anatomy of Barbie quite often.
Yep.
Barbie and Ken, but it's so sprinkled in, and the way they do the jokes and then move on, it's kids are fine for this. Really, a PG-13. It's really not a bad PG-13. So, she was laughing like crazy and really enjoyed the craziness of the movie. So that's a 10-year-old. She enjoyed it. All right. What else, guys? That's the box office almost. Sound of Freedom at number 3, just beating Mission Impossible with a 65% drop there.
Sound of Freedom is going to be that dark horse for the year, I feel.
It's got
that critically acclaimed, Oscar buzz type of thing.
Yeah. Indiana Jones still somewhere on there somehow. It's other than that, there was a great box office run. So, all right. What else have you been watching? Corey, hear from you.
The only thing really of note is the Secret Invasion.
Same here. I watched that episode. So penultimate.
Is it done or okay?
No, one more.
I'll
one
watch
more.
it this week then.
Nope.
Yeah. I still don't understand why people think this is boring. Like I really enjoyed this style of show. Like I don't need exploding buildings and I don't need that. We even had that a little bit in the show, but not like you would get in a normal Marvel superhero show. I don't know. I like it. I don't understand the hate for this show. I think it's great. But I know the budget's stupid, but it's a great show.
Yeah, no, I've been really enjoying it. It's the only show that I've really been looking forward to.
Praise
every week. So
that's awesome. And that's it for you, Corey.
That's the only thing of note. Yeah.
Tony, anything more?
Yeah, finish up Ted Lasso season 3.
Yeah, nice.
Did it.
Excellent show. Definitely consideration for top. I don't know something. I don't have a handy
top 5
list
all time.
Again, like
top something.
All time.
Maybe top 10.
Sticking the landing. Yeah. Sticking the landing. Right. I mean, it's so well done. And yet still leaving you a possibility for possibly some more stuff, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, my interpretation is that they might do I don't know, spoiler, I guess. They might do like a spawn-off sequel series or something like that. Spin-off, sorry.
Yeah.
Which would be fine, because like I feel like all these characters are very lovable and, interesting to watch and stuff like that. And, it's perfectly fine because, like I always say, you always want to stop when you want more, right? You don't want to keep going until it's like, this is just.
Well, you want to end in a way that's like, this is still a great show and have fun memories instead of being like, they really.
Yeah, exactly. Like we look at like Walking Dead and so it's like, oh, cool, and like 9 seasons, great.
And even with The Office, it was like,
towards the end, the last couple seasons of Office, nothing to brag about and stuff like that. So yeah, Ted Lasso, excellent show, highly recommend it. And then I have been watching the new season or the current season of Demon Slayer. That's been pretty exciting, stuff like that. So
yeah, I want to catch up on that.
Yep.
Haven't yet.
Yep. And Jujutsu Kaisen, I believe season 2 is starting to air too. So
yeah,
it's good anime to watch. Yeah.
Awesome. Mike.
The only thing I've been watching is Jury Duty came out with the audio commentary version. Since they can't possibly make a sequel to this. If you know the nature of the show, it's sort of a hybrid reality office-like mockumentary show where everyone, I mentioned it earlier. But yeah, so we're watching through it pretty much again just with the commentary to see how they pulled it all off and how they were so lucky certain things went a certain way. And again, the star of the show, the guy who wasn't in on the fact that it was fictional, just happened to be the perfect mix of gullible and like a good guy for it to make it all work. So it's very fun.
Was like
see it again.
Praising that, like she's like, this is so
Apparently
good.
It got a bunch of like Emmy nominations and stuff. So yeah, that's all I'm watching. That again.
Nice.
All right, guys. Let's move into some news then. A lot of stuff going on this week. A lot of stuff. Let's see. Just kick it off. Netflix adds 6 million subscribers after the password sharing crackdown.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I still want my Netflix fix, and I can't use my friend's account.
Yep. It was like, oh god, we're angry, but hey, we're gonna have to just sign up for it, I guess. And they got 6 million people.
And they're not counting the the $7 additional subs if you extend them. Apparently, it's just 6 million new.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Okay, I assumed that was part of it. Cause
I thought so too, but if you read it, I believe that's what it says.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Did they have any big show launch?
I feel like that's inaccurate. I find that very hard to believe.
I know. Maybe they had a big show. It would increase it, but I don't know if they did. So.
I mean, the thing is, like I always say, like they appeal on worldwide, demographic. I mean, they're targeting all these other places.
All the international.
The international one.
Like,
I mean, no other stream company has even come close into what they put out.
What was that Bridgerton show? I know it was pretty popular.
Yeah, I mean, we're long past the time of they need one good show and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's
constant all the time.
Yeah,
and I mean, how many nominations did they just get for their series? I forget. It was a large number. So.
Crazy.
There's a lot actually. Yeah, I don't even remember the amount, but there's a lot.
It's basically all them now.
Yeah. So, all right. What else we have here? We've got we have the Borderlands movie has a release date. That was weird news.
It's like, we haven't heard anything for so long.
Yeah, you literally just mentioned that the other week. I feel like
yeah, we had nothing for it, and I thought it was getting. Didn't they have to they lost their writer or something like that from this? We were just talking about that.
Well, yeah, they Craig Mazin I think quit halfway. There's a whole bunch of reshoots without Eli Roth or whatever, the director.
That's right. We're talking about that.
That was going on that seemed like this is going to be in a purgatory type of state. But yeah, next year, coming next year. What is the exact date? Like,
August 9th, 2024.
So
obviously,
I'm about that.
Excited.
Yeah, we will see as we move into
other hot garbage, but
probably Jack Black though. Good time to cash in on him, but it's now unfortunately not.
That they should have been.
Been
like, hey, it's coming out this August, and then he could have been on the heels of Bowser. It would have been awesome.
Bowser, yeah. He was on his Academy Award nomination, I'm sure.
Oh, speaking of Jack Black and the Mario, it was funny because during my preview, Jim, they showed some new Illumination movie about birds or whatever like that.
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw it, but like it's so funny because like in the market they're like, and the studio that brought you the Super Mario Brothers movie. It's like has nothing to do with this, but okay, gotta ride that high. I get it.
Yeah, that's what they're gonna do as much as they can.
Yep.
So, all right, let's see. Dune 2 pushed to 2024. Is that happening?
Can't believe it.
Multiple things, not just Dune.
Yeah, I know that, but that's the big one for me. I'm just like that is like, that's the worst one. So Color Purple. Aquaman 2 as well. So Aquaman 2 pushed from Christmas of this year.
They're probably doing a lot of re-edits and stuff because
I just said it was multiple movies really good. So just Dune.
No, I know that. I just said that. I'm just reading the movies. I'm just reacting for the audience there, Tony. I mean, so, but it is basically it's Color Purple and Dune 2 and Aquaman 2, which are all coming this year, which are now pushed into 2024. And it's this strike which is going on. Nobody's working, no writers, no actors. The studios don't want to work with them. So, did you see the fine? We talked about that tree cutting.
That's the thing.
Did you see the fine that they got? The studio?
Yeah, it was only $250. Yeah,
it was $250.
Yep.
Whatever. No, sorry, but yeah. So this is it's horrible.
You can't promote the movies.
I know you can't, but I'm like, it sucks because it's going to be a really down fall and winter.
Yeah, well, blame all these companies. They're greedy.
That's what happened. That's what we talked about when writers went on strike, and it's only getting worse with the actors also.
Actually, A24 is still filming. They're able to meet the demands. Yes.
Oh, because that's right. They met them. They actually met what they asked for, so they were able to film. Yeah, I mean, the other studios need to just pay and do it. But it's going to be interesting how this works as we get later on. But like, it really leads me to believe that these studios are not hurting. Warner Brothers is not hurting if they can just, what I mean? Like, there's
what?
They're gonna lose money. I don't know. Like maybe it's all bookkeeping jumble, like jargon. Like, oh, we're just doing terribly. We have to sell a merge. We have to do that. Like they're doing the Microsoft.
They're pretending they don't care, but they're gonna care when it comes the fiscal year reporting. I guarantee you they're gonna care. The shareholders are gonna care. Yes, the shareholders are gonna care, and that's when CEOs can get ousted. So yes, they will care eventually. Right now.
All right.
They're trying to be brave.
Not so much. Okay. All right. Let's see. AMC is dropping its controversial variable seat pricing, where you could pick the middle seats and they cost more money, that is going bye-bye already because that did not get
It's
good
so funny
feedback.
because like I always wanted an Ed anyway. Like
I didn't
prefer
like
the Ed. Like I can get out without having to worry.
I don't know. I didn't like the seat I was in for the Barbie movie. I was all the way on the end, way over in the
That's
Dolby
my
Cinema
preferred.
Theater. I like the right middle. I do love that middle seat.
I mean,
Should have paid more.
Mine, but like I always look for
opinions.
that edges.
So, yeah, I don't know. I couldn't get comfortable over there for some reason. But so I'm happy to see this because I think I was pretty pissed that they were doing that. Not that I have A-list for now, but I'll be canceling that at September, so I'll be going to the Odd Movie then. But they had already started that by us. It was already like $21 for a middle seat and $19 for another seat. It was like completely not much different actually, but it was different.
Well, that's good. I mean, it's every seat's you can see the movie from everywhere.
Yeah, so
well, they're also trying these things for the front row, I believe, like these pods or whatever that like tilt back or something like that.
So that'll be cool because the front. I felt so bad at Barbie for those front seats in this Dolby Cinema Theater. I'm like, oh, dude, good luck, good luck. So, but yeah, it's all right. What else we got here? We got the Borderlands stuff. We got we talked about the strike. Let's talk about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. We have to. We talk about him badly on this podcast a lot. We talk about this Black Adam role, but I got to give him credit here. The largest donation to the SAG-AFTRA union.
Did they put a number on it? I couldn't find the number.
7 figures.
7 figures.
Oh, okay.
So they didn't say exactly what it was. You could say at least $1 million. He donated, which, like I said, we have talked bad about him, but there's good. There's the good and the bad. He deserves to be praised for what he just did here. Good for him.
Absolutely, 100%.
Absolutely, and it's pretty awesome for him. So,
which is So I mean,
some of us talk bad about him. I think he's very enthusiastic. He's just corny and lacks self-awareness. But
I mean, we're not denying that either, but there's definitely bad parts about him too. But we don't have to go into that right now.
Multiple things can be true at once.
Yes, multiple things are true at once. And I thought it was funny how Tom Cruise apparently was asking the guild to I forget what it was.
Allow him to promote his movie.
Allow him to promote the movie, and they're like, okay, yeah, well, could you show up to the picket lines and help, get the word out and stuff like that? Nothing. So it's like, well, fuck you, dude. Like, go do another stunt. Do another stunt, dude.
I mean, listen, it's not his fault. Him not promoting this movie is not what's killing this movie. It's the sandwich time of it. It just
you're right. It definitely didn't help, but I mean, I'm just saying he wants his back scratched, but he's not willing to scratch the back of other actors and stuff like that. So get fucked.
Yeah, it was very non-committal. Yeah, for that. So. All right, what else we have here? Oh, we have the news of possibly the news. This is a rumor. Thomas Hayden Church, who played Sandman. In Spider-Man 3 from Sam Raimi, said that he has heard that Sam Raimi is working on Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire.
Shocked.
Yeah.
Shocked.
They could be working on it. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen, but
no one's working on anything right now anyway.
Right, but with the success of No Way Home, and the fact that there's also talks of Spider-Man 3, Amazing Spider-Man 3, like, it makes sense. I highly doubt we see this coming, but at the same time, it'd be interesting to see that, Spider-Verse. I mean, across Spider-Verse is so popular. Like, Spider-Man is just so popular right now.
Yeah, I assumed we'd get more Andrew Garfield Spider-Man before we got the Tobey Maguire one.
I'd actually say
I assumed we get that.
I would actually
part of the issue.
What?
Sorry.
No, go ahead. Good.
All right, Mike.
Well, I think part of the issue is Tobey Maguire is kind of sort of low-key rough to deal with. He asks for a lot of money, and that was part of the reason why people were a little skeptical of him even joining No Way Home to begin with and doing anything else with him. So he's probably the biggest hurdle, I think, to this moving forward. The fact that he's like 45, I think that's kind of interesting to me. I think it's more interesting to get those are what I liked about the first Spider-Verse too. You see an older Peter Parker, but I think it'd be cool, but who knows?
I'm okay with it. But Tony, what were you gonna say?
I mean, what Corey was just saying was, Spider-Man popularity. I would just say, actually, I think Spider-Man is probably the #1 hero at this point, recognizable around the world.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. So, I mean, I would expect Amazing
recognizable,
Spider-Man
but-
3 over Spider-Man 4 first,
Mhm.
but
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I just imagine Andrew Garfield's way more chomping at the bit to get back in
Reprise the role,
Yeah, reprise
yeah.
the role. Whereas Toby's like,
I mean, how crazy would it be to have 3 different Spider-Man?
well, I mean, I think it can happen.
Sorry, before. They're talking about Miles.
well, right.
as well,
WB's been doing it for
Well,
how many
dude, they're
years?
gonna have a live
How many
action
Batman
Miles
are there?
movie,
Right, yeah.
and there's gonna be a live action Spider-Gwen movie. There's
Mhm.
definitely, and if not them combined, I mean, those two things are going to happen.
Oh yeah,
for
I
sure.
know. I'm just saying, like, how many can we have? Like, we're always hearing from DC about too many Batman movies, but we're gonna do 4 Spider-Man. I'm good with it,
I
but
think it's
will that play out?
different, like they
Different
set a
demographics.
precedent, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm good with it. Don't get me wrong. I like it. I can keep track of it myself. I just don't know how that plays out for the.
Well, they
general
all
audience.
are part of the same universe now, whereas the Batman are not
Yeah,
part of the same universe.
yeah, that's true.
Although I guess you could have Keaton and Affleck in the same universe now. with
But why
Clooney or
would you?
whatever.
Why would you?
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Why would you? Yeah. Oh shoot, we'll cancel that.
but I mean, I just think it's just it works, and like I said, we are absolutely getting Miles and Spider-Gwen really soon.
Yeah. Yep.
Just with
I
how
believe so.
popular the cartoon is.
All right. I think that's it, with the exception of my He-Man movie getting canceled on Netflix, but that's not big news.
Mm.
So, I think that's it. Is that it? We're good.
Did
Got
we
everything
have
covered here?
something?
Did I miss?
I
Huh?
thought I had something else.
I don't. I'm looking through. That's what I'm trying to see in the movie list here. If I missed something from a. Oh yeah, we did. I'm sorry. Anthony Machete.
Yeah.
No longer directing Brave and the
Yeah.
Bold.
That's why I was like, what the fuck? I was like, because I called this like months ago, and I was like, there's
yeah,
no
we
way
were
you're letting this
talking
dude do.
about it. There's just
There's
no
no way
way.
you're letting this dude
Not after the Flash.
with Batman. There's no way. There's absolutely no fucking way.
Yeah, he's due to creative differences. He is moving on, and they're gonna find somebody else to direct that Batman: Brave and the Bold.
Creative differences
So.
being, you fucked up Flash, but whatever.
I still was shocked that they announced him before the movie even came out. Like, just wait and see, dude.
Like I said,
Just
I
wait
still
and
was
see.
because it came out on digital. People were posting these clips of it on Twitter, and I was like, no way, these are real. Like, absolutely no way these are real. And it's like, you guys are like, yeah, it's real. I was like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Yeah, no, they're real.
I don't understand how they would portray those
Choices.
So I'm actually happy to hear this news. He can go on to something else, and let's see what we get for a Batman movie that's in the DC universe. That's obviously not Matt Reeves' stuff. Let Matt Reeves do his own Batverse, what he wants to do. So, but yeah. So, and that's it for the news. We don't have anything left on this one. So. That's going to wrap up the Moviecast, folks. But thanks for tuning in to us. Once again, we're live Twitch Tuesday nights. We're on YouTube the following day. Subscribe to both channels to make sure you get notified when we go live or when we post. We appreciate everybody. Thanks.
Got a late
What's
comment. We just got a last minute comment from Churro. Late comment,
Okay.
but would embracing multiverse help with having so many Spider-Mans at once? I think it sounds fun. Not that I need to have references, but still. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the problem I think, Churro, is that and thanks for joining us, by the way. The problem I think is not for like people like us that would. It's like for the general audiences. Can they handle a multiverse like that? That was my concern. I don't know. I mean, I do think that would be awesome, but I don't know. What else, guys? What do you guys think?
I think it could work, especially with how popular No Way Home was and how successful Across the Spider-Verse has been. I think having multiple Spider-Man, people understand that these are multiple
got that.
Spider-Man, that
Gotcha.
there's different Spider-Man and there's different universes, and they have their own timelines and stories to tell, and they're all interesting. Batman's the same character, everything. Like, Spider-Man can be different and, like, has different
What about when he was a
personalities.
pirate?
Well, he did have all those other Batman storylines where he's like takes over.
That's
Like,
what
the
I'm saying, he's a
Flash and
pirate in
Bane
one of
and
them.
Lobo and stuff. That was a girl Batman too, I think.
Oh boy.
But yeah, no, I think like for Spider-Man though, it's just like because you have so many other characters as Spider-Man, you don't have Bruce Wayne playing. I mean, Peter Parker's like it's so different in different ones, but you also have Miguel, you have Miles, you have
Gwen.
Gwen.
Yeah.
You have Jessica.
I haven't
Drew.
even dabbed into Doc Ock being Spider-Man.
Right, Superior Spider-Man. Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
so weird. That was such a weird storyline. But you have so many different people playing the character and have different personalities that it makes it more interesting, and I think it could really work as a multiverse and having that, I think that's what they should have done with the Spider Universe and Sony, and like not had Venom be its own thing and Morbius be its own thing and Craven being its
I
own
still
thing.
stand by
now.
they're going to shoehorn Andy McGuire back into the Venomverse. That's what they're gonna do.
Mm-hmm. No, I think so. Yeah. But like, I mean, we the symbiote's in the MCU now,
Yeah,
so
yep.
we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah, maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, and that will wrap up this episode, folks. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys on the Gamecast. We are out.